Have you been searching for a way to make money all while working your 9 to 5? Today, I have 4 proven side hustles that you can start today with your phone, a laptop, or you don't need a laptop. You can start it with your phone. But number 1 is freelancing your skill. Let me tell you, freelance never goes out of style. I remember back, I want to say 88, 89, I started repairing my credit, stumbled into repairing other people's credit because they saw how wonderful I did mine. So the word kept going further and further. Before I knew it, I had a full side hustle. To make a long story short, my cousin went to the NFL. He made Rookie of the Year back in the 90s, right? And as he was making money, he opened up a mortgage company. So they called me like, hey, we heard you've been doing really well in fixing credit. How about we send our customers to you and you fix the credit and then send us back to them? I wanted to call my cousin like, say what now? The reason why I say that is because I had been doing it right, but I didn't know if I was that great to be fixing people's credit. So during that time, my cousin didn't know that. Well, if he watched this video, he knows now. But listen, back then, I was great at what I was doing because people was referring people. So I went and got certified. Listen, I took it to another level because I wanted to know the laws, all of that. So I went and got certified in credit repair. And I got those customers, turned their credit into 700, 800 scores, took them back through the mortgage company, and that opportunity excelled me into other opportunities. So when I tell you, you may be like me where you're like, well, I got a few skills. Listen, all you need is 1% more than someone else. There is a small business right now looking for what you have to help them in their business. The reason why I say that is because I'm going to put the apps that you can start today. Listen, if you can write, you can help a company write their bios. You can help them do so much. If you can design, you can make logos, you can edit videos, you can do time management, you can do social media. Listen, I can go on and on and on of things that you can do all from the comfort of your home. And this is all manageable, all if you work a 9 to 5 job. Listen, I guess you say, well, where do I start? I'm a little biased because I use Fiverr right now, so I absolutely love Fiverr. I'm going to put the other ones on the site for sake of time. I'll put them there and you can kind of go to them. I highly encourage you, just cruise through Fiverr. Just look at it like a profile, right? So that you can see what people offer, what are they kind of offering to businesses. And I want you to think of these sites in the way of helping a business. The reason why I say that, there are people right now like I do. I go on Fiverr, my sign person, I have 7 locations, right? 6 in one state, 1 in another state. I'll never forget the date that Cheryl told me about Fiverr. She came to me and she was like, she had her own sign business, but she was a little older than me way back then. So she's like, hey, I'm getting ready to close my sign business down so I can spend time with my grandchildren and retire. I was feeling like, what the heck? Because she does my signs for the buildings, all of that. I'm getting ready to open up a store in another state. And I was thinking, what am I going to do? She tells me about Fiverr. And I was thinking, because I'm not that good at that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, I get on Fiverr. When I tell you, I am so grateful she referred me to Fiverr. Listen, I go to Fiverr for logos, my tags, my bags, everything. I go to Fiverr and I just hire freelance. But one of the things I love about Fiverr, I specifically search for someone who doesn't have a whole lot of portfolio of like reviews and all of that. I give people who, like I was given a chance, I go to people that have a smaller portfolio. The reason is because I know what it's like when you're starting freelance or you're trying to get your name out there. So I utilize them. And let me tell you, they perform every time. And one of the things you want to do when you go on there and you get your first customer, ask for a review. Don't be afraid to do it. Ask for a review. I'm a review driven person because I know how much that helps a business. Just in general, whether I go to stores, I go out to eat, I will literally give a review. And what's the saying? Bad news travels fast, but how I look at it, as good news travel even faster. The reason for that is because all of my businesses, social media is more newer now. Social media wasn't prevalent like it is today. So my business thrived on referrals. And let me tell you, all my customers who started with me way back then, they still are with me now and they refer people. Let me tell you, referrals and reviews go a long way in your business. So ask for the business, ask for the reviews. When you get that customer, send them an email within that Fiverr and ask for that review. Creating your profile in Fiverr, gear it to small businesses. Maybe you can go into the niche of telling them your rank on Google. And one of the things you can do, if you have a LinkedIn premium account, you can go, like I always believe in trying to get certifications. You don't have to, but it helps your business along the way, long term. And one of the things, just, to kind of share this with you if you desire, you don't have to, but if you have a LinkedIn account and you have the premium account, there are a lot of things that you can freely get on LinkedIn Premium and get certified in SEO. And you get like a little certificate. So you can then put those certificates on your Fiverr, Freelancer, and all of those sites to let them know, hey, I also have a certification in this area as well to help your credibility as a freelancer. You don't have to, but it helps, right? So when you're doing it in your profile, one of the things that I looked at is if I'm looking for someone to do a logo for me, I'm looking at their profile. Even if they don't have a lot of customers, I'm looking for what is their niche that they kind of narrow in. So if they kind of do social media, but I'm looking for a logo, I'll look for the profile of what they're telling me that they're good in. If you want to niche in that particular field, first go ahead and put in your profile what you're experiencing in. Fiverr, you can create just like I did when I first started off in doing credit and teaching people how to do their credit. I came up with a couple packages. So if you're using like freelancer.com, those sites also, you can get a monthly package from a customer. So if you're saying, hey, if you hire me for your social media management for 90 days, 120 days, give them like a basic, a premium, and like a higher tier package. That way you give them some options to choose from, right? Number 2. One of the best things I'm telling you is print on demand services. When I had a t-shirt company, not like doing t-shirts for everybody. Because on Fridays I wore the name in my store, I wore the name, all my employees wore the name of the business. Well, that turned into, I want to get that shirt. So I end up buying the machine, having one of my family members in the back of the office in one of the rooms doing the shirts for me. And I gave them more of the profit. And I took a small portion of it just for the t-shirts and all of that. The reason why I bring that up is because along the way, I end up giving that business to them. But I found a company called Printful. They took that off my hands. What they do is, if you've never heard of Printful, someone orders from you, you can put it on your social media, and I'll put where you can get like mock-ups for your products. You can use Canva, you can use this company called Kittle, Creative Fabrica, where you can actually put the design, but you can put it on cups, you can put it on shirts, you can put it on hats, shoes, bedding, whatever you want to do. Put it on the mock-up and then put it on your social media and say, here's the link, and they go right to your page to purchase it, right? Well, I use Printful now on my website. So when you see like hoodies on my website, things that has my brand company, I use Printful. Let me tell you why I love them. First, you can get samples. So before I did anything, that's why I can vouch for the quality. I got wholesale, so they'll give you samples and they'll send it to you at a wholesale cost. I got it so I could see the material, the quality of it, because I had moved from the DTF and the screen printing to now embroidery because I wanted it to kind of have a different style. So I got my hoodies done there, all of that, got the merchandise, loved it. So I put it on my website and it interchanges with my website. So when a customer just orders normal things from my website and they select like a hoodie that's branded with my merchandise, Printful sends it directly to them. And what I love is they put it in a white bag, like a mailer bag, depending on the size. But they put my business name on there. So the customer is assuming they got it from me, but it's shipped out from them and I do absolutely nothing. Do you know that takes off of me having to get transfers and, sheets and all that and have someone print it for me? That takes a lot of my business where I don't have to hold that inventory. But in the way of the world now, how cell phones are so popular, you can do cell phone cases, you can do t-shirts. Listen, I have been a journal person all of my life. I have a journal, I have it on my phone, but I like to write things out. So I go on Etsy and other places and I buy my inserts from them because I like the way that it gives me like 2 years or a year, but it's, personalized. So you can sell journals. Listen, there's a whole lot of things that you can do and put it on sites like Printify, Redbubble, Teespring. All of those sites do the same thing like Printful. So look where you want, but one of the places that I currently use, absolutely love it. So one of the things is great is because you do not have to keep any inventory. So number 3 is digital products. Now, I want to tell you, you only have to create a digital product one time. Do you know you could be in your sleep and hear the bling, bling, which is the money sound? Listen, I had Etsy and I am not kidding. I went on Etsy. I didn't really know much about it a while ago, right? I was just using that because on my website, I sell from Walmart, Amazon, all of the, places. So I said, oh, well, let me go ahead and add my things to Etsy because I was using it as a marketing tool like TikTok. I have my stuff on TikTok Shop, which is another great avenue. But Etsy was one, where you can do, I know I'm talking to you about digital, actual product that I actually hand make, ship it, sell it. Well, I go put my stuff on Etsy. I used to buy stuff from Etsy. I did not know Etsy was a community. Literally was just putting my products on Etsy as just another avenue to get visibility to the brand. Well, I was not expecting the community that it is on Etsy because I really didn't know much on the selling side. I put my products on there. Do you know, the first couple weeks I was like, nobody really was buying the candles, right? I switched it and I put my perfume and stuff that I make, and it's all natural. I put that product on there. That product took off. When I tell you, I had over 7,000 sales within about a 4-month span. So when I tell you, if you have a way to do a digital product, I highly suggest that is something that you can make one time. Don't have to worry about shipping it out, making it, all of that. But you can literally just put it on that site and you can do like Gumroad, PayHip, Etsy, of course. You can do the Stand Store. Those are all free sites as far as like you don't have to pay to put your product literally on there for the app. But you do have a process people need. Listen, you create an ebook, you can create planners, guides if a person is moving to another state. There are so many ways you can create one product and get paid over and over without all the work that you have to do. And number 4 is creating an online service business. And what I mean by that is create a cleaning business, property preservation business, snow removal if you live in a state that has snow, lawn care service. And then just like how Uber, Lyft, Amazon does, the CEO is not actually driving and doing all of that. They have systems in place where They ask that person, if it's Amazon, take a picture of that product that you dropped off. Those are systems created to make sure the driver is doing the things necessary. So you can do the same thing. Outsource your cleaning business. Maybe do like an Airbnb for your niche, but you can do all of those businesses. Pick one and put that on like a Google My Business. You could put it on your social media, but those are businesses that you can create all while working a 9 to 5. You get the contract overall, but then you hire contractors and you pay them. You could utilize like Nextdoor, Craigslist, what is it, Angie's List, like if you have a cleaning business, you can do that, hire the contractor, put systems in place. Maybe they got to send you a picture once they finish the job so you know it's been completed. You then pay them and you get the actual money from it. So I hope these were helpful. If you've made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you for watching, but you might as well hit subscribe and join the family. You need fundings, loans, emergency money. Don't forget to check out this video on the next screen, but don't forget, stay motivated, stay empowered. Let your next move be your best move.